Greetings, my social media friends. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Just want to share with my people on a topic which is a good cheap car to buy in Jamaica. When we speak about cheap, it's a relative word because I don't think cheap and quality can be associated with each other. But like Jamaicans as we are, we like to get below price, or we like when something is given to us a discount or something like that. So we are getting something. Yeah? So we like when the price is a little below what we're expecting, or if we hear it is selling for $1 there, would like it for 50 cents here or something. That is who we are. But I would like to share with you, for example, when you're going to buy a car, most people you want to pay the cheaper price for the car. When you're going to pay the cheaper price, if you're going to a dealer, most time the dealer might have to sell you the car, might be without warranty. Yeah? So that you'll buy the car without warranty to get it at a cheaper price. One thing I recommend to the customer, you're going to buy something at a cheaper price, that you take a mechanic. So if you're not going to get the warranty, because most dealers, as per the used car law, you're supposed to get 3 months or 5,500 kilometers, whichever comes first. But per se, sometimes the dealer will try to work with the customer and they will sell the customer the vehicle might be below the price, but in order for the customer to get it, they'll sell the customer the vehicle without warranty. Now, that is when I recommend that you have a mechanic to check the vehicle. Yeah? Because you don't want to be penny wise and pound foolish. And when I say you want the mechanic to check and to properly check the vehicle, now the function of the mechanic that you're taking is to check the vehicle. It's not as a consultant. It is to check the vehicle. So he's going to look for things that would affect the drive of the vehicle. He's going to look for, might be if the engine is okay, if there's oil leak. He's going to look at the transmission is okay, if it's leaking, oil is clean or it's dirty. Also, he might want to look in the engine, take off the cover of the engine, to the cork, to look if the slug or something is built up in the car. Or he might want to look at the tires, he want to look at the wheelbase to see if the wheelbase is okay. Things like that he want to look at. Yeah, to see if the front end is okay, and think that is what a mechanic would want to look for when he's checking. So it's not to come and to tell you that don't buy this vehicle because the after sale you're not gonna have to sell it. That's not his job. His job is to really advise you if the vehicle is in a good running condition. Yeah? So that is where for a cheap vehicle. Sometimes the mechanic go off board and they want to do well, but they're touching areas that they're not so sure about. Yeah? And things that they might do not understand. Sometimes they tell a customer, don't buy a four-wheel drive vehicle because you're going to have issues. Right now, a good percent of the vehicles coming from Japan, they are going to be four-wheel drives. And I said to a customer, somebody came the other day and I was speaking to a customer who I happen to know. And she said her uncle was telling her not to buy a four-wheel drive vehicle. So I said, why your uncle was telling you not to buy it? But somebody that I know. So I called the uncle to find out from him what was the challenge with a four-wheel drive vehicle. Well, he said that is what him hear people say all the while, not to buy four-wheel drive. So he was advising his niece. But I said, but that would not be the best advice to give your niece based on what somebody said, don't buy four-wheel drive. I said, what was the challenge with a four-wheel drive vehicle? Like when the vehicle started coming earlier in the 90s, most of the vehicles would come with the two-wheel drive. So rarely you would find a four-wheel drive vehicle. So sometimes when you have that, it was challenging getting the parts for it. But how things have changed. A good percentage of the vehicle that is now coming from Japan, they are four-wheel drive. And to make you understand what I'm saying, this is I want to tell you this analysis, right? There's a vehicle in Jamaica you call standard. That is the manual transmission. Most people don't know why the manual transmission is called the standard vehicle. It is called standard because in the days, most 98% of the vehicles were manual transmission. So that was the standard then. That is not the standard anymore. The standard is now really automatic because 98% of the vehicles that comes is automatic. So you see that things has changed. Yeah? So this manual shift is no longer the vehicle that you're going to see every day. Once a while you'll see a manual shift vehicle, just like with the four-wheel drive. Years gone by, what you had mostly two-wheel drive vehicle. Now, a good percentage of the vehicles that is coming out of Japan, they are four-wheel drive vehicles. So things have changed. Yeah? So the parts man is now going to have to buy, most of his parts is going to be four-wheel drive parts. Yeah? So you're going to have that. So what I want my customers to do is to really have an understanding, yeah, of the car industry. So when you're going to make a buying decision, you can make an informed decision. Yeah? So my job, whether you're buying a car at Millennium, yes or no, it has nothing to do with me. Yeah? I want to let the customers so informed that wherever you're buying a vehicle, you can make the best decision based on the information you have, right? We are no longer in the Piscean generation. We are now in the Aquarian generation, which is generation of knowledge. So we are going to share knowledge, and we want to share knowledge with each other. So my reason for these videos, wanting to give the prospective customers information so you can make the best decision, the most suited decision, and not making decision based on ignorance. So sometimes, although uncle love you and want to give you the best, poor uncle don't know that why most people didn't buy four-wheel drive. Uncle don't know that. He just hear somebody say, don't buy no four-wheel drive car because them is problem. And he's going to pass that on to you. No, that would not be an informed way to make a decision, right? So that is why I'm sharing this information with you, my people. All right? So until we meet again,